EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Play action, Stafford. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here's 2nd and 3. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Good yardage on the first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know you're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. The Ravens at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Connection with Walker going across the formation. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First down.
Now Lamar changing the look. A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8.
180. 180. Shut up.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. An extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That flag, that'll push them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready, moving ahead.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down in the yard. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 8.
Omaha, ready, move. 180.
Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Down right around the 25. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
40 got. 40 behind.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 7. Again, it's Henry. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson now. Rifles well, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
280. Hey, 5-0.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he is caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
180, 21.
Back to throw, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Rams 21, Ravens 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A beautiful fake. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second down, here's Mostert again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
13 yards on the play.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's third down and less than a yard.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's good for the Rams. First down.
Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, those days is not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Here's Stafford.
He'll try and do this himself.
This will be caught at about the 5. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent is so good, and his ability to shift and move on a dime, oh, he is so impressive. Even when you play it right, he can make you wrong.
DC ready?
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Go right here.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Complete at the 1. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Ravens 16.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Zebra! Ready! Lady! Hurry!
A handoff running left is Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Makes the connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now Lamar changing the play. Now Jackson.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
No, we changed it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ready?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready, shot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Going deep for Walker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the gun, a run with motion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Down to about the 22 here.
Mostert, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Arnold Hamilton. It's a gain of 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready. 250.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them in no game.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it, because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame, so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for L.A., their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.